Hello everyone, Fifon is with you, and today I will tell you about the 10 oldest creatures in various cartoons. Today we will really talk about the oldest creatures, demons, gods, spirits, living incarnations of the eternal, the most powerful characters that have existed not only for thousands of years, but billions and even trillions of years. This top does not include characters from anime and the universes of Marvel and DC. As for me, it's a little different cartoons, so it won't pull. Let's go. 10th place is occupied by Death itself from a regular cartoon. Surprisingly, most of the Grim Reapers of the animated series are not immortal at all and transfer their duties from father to son. However, the events of the regular cartoon, implying that local death has existed since prehistoric times. He hangs out in the League of Immortal Beings for a couple of hundred years, dreams of straying the soul of the immortal skips, and took the lives of those whose time has already come for millennia. He knows the day, time, and place of death of each creature if only he himself will not allow them to live on. Then, if desired, he is personally able to command their fate. This implies that he has existed since the very revival of life so that he could take it away. That is, he is about 3.5 billion years old. This is only the 10th place. I think that Death from Puss in Boots can be put on a par with him here. In 9th place, we have Tiki from Ladybug. Yes, even if you can't tell by their appearance at first. However, Kwami have existed since prehistoric times. It was the plug that sank Atlantis. He is guilty of the death of dinosaurs, because he is the very embodiment of destruction. For thousands of years, Kwami have been chosen by the worthy guardians of the Stones of Miracles, who, thanks to their power, have protected this world from evil. And according to the second issue of Ladybug Comics, Tiki was the very first Kwami that appeared shortly after the creation of the universe itself, because she is the very embodiment of creation, the first living creature that was born. Therefore, it is about 13 billion years old. 8th place is occupied by AKU from Samurai Jack. As a result of a big explosion in the universe, a mysterious black mass was formed, a formless but great essence of evil itself. But before it had time to harm the universe, it was attacked by the gods, Odin, Ra, and Rama, who burned out all the darkness with their divine power except for a tiny fragment that managed to escape. For billions of years, he drifted through space until he fell to Earth in 65 million years BC, destroying all life on Earth. This fragment of darkness was AKU. For millions of years, the black essence continued to grow, absorbing everyone who dared to touch it. Wanting to kill this evil, the Emperor tried to destroy the black essence with a poisonous arrow. However, the interaction with the poison allowed her to gain mind and form. It was then that AKU finally acquired the form familiar to us and reached the peak of their abilities, subsequently terrorizing the Earth for thousands of years. Thus AKU, or as it is otherwise called Absolute Evil, was born from the Big Bang. It is a little less than 13,799,000,000 years old. In 7th place, the universe itself from the Russian animated series Smeshariki, its living embodiment of the constellations, Nosha, in her dream, under the influence of Losia's stories about the Big Bang, reproached the universe for constant expansion and suggested that she go on a diet. However, despite the fact that it was just a dream, their nightly conversations subsequently had real consequences. Soon the universe listened to Nosha's advice and really stopped expanding and began to contract. This means that she is a real intelligent being that gave rise to time, space, matter, and energy. And her age is no more, no less, exactly 13,799,000,000 years. The 6th place is occupied by Invictus from outer space, an ancient entity and another incarnation of evil whose origin is unknown even to the architects of this universe. A little less than 14 billion years ago, beings of imaginable light created Arachnitex, robots who created the race of Titans, and then built the entire universe. Invictus succeeded sealed in outer space, where he had spent billions of years with a thirst to get out and unleash destruction and chaos on the mortal realm. What happened to the beings of unimaginable light years later is not known for certain. However, the existence of the Invictus originates long before the creation of Arachnix and the universe itself, which means it is at least 15 billion years old. The top 5 of our top is opened by Blackhead from the villains, the demon of Diablo, and the very embodiment of evil rolled into one. He is all the worst that existed throughout the Earth's history, from the plague to Napoleon. These are all just his different incarnations, but his story originates long before human history. The author of the animated series claims that Blackhead is older than all the characters shown in the animated series, any demons, angels, Cthulhu, and even AKU, born from a big bang. For billions of years he enslaved with rapture, and then crushed one planet after another, enjoying the suffering of millions of civilizations. Black travels calmly between the universes of various animated series, and, according to the author, he even knows about our existence, from which it is assumed that he was born long before the creation of not only our universe, but also many others, which he was also not averse to destroying. Therefore, according to assumptions, he should be at least 50 billion years old, and more we have yet to learn in the future. In fourth place is Golb from Adventure Time. The evil deity is the very embodiment of chaos and disorder. Even the Lich, a living manifestation of death and all that exists, is only a student, one of the followers. But the Lich has existed in this world since time immemorial. 65 million years ago, in the form comets also destroyed the dominant terrestrial species, dinosaurs. Lich knows what was before the beginning of the existence of the universe. If Lich is only his student, then Golb appeared even before all these monsters. In addition, he exactly matches the descriptions of Lavkravamazathoth. Perhaps Golb is the creator himself, who created the local gods and subsequently inactive out of time, until he wishes to bring chaos to this world. He is much older than the universe itself. He may be all 100 billion or something out of a trillion years. The third place is occupied by Cipher from Gravity Falls, a demon proclaimed by people who penetrated people's dreams throughout human history. It is his image that can be seen on a $1 bill. Pyramids were built in his honor, and he caused the fall of ancient Rome. For billions of years, he has been watching the earth, cherishing the hope of gaining a physical body, and living to escape from the gradually disintegrating realm of nightmares, in which he ruled for a trillion years. But this is not the end. Before that, the Cipher had been terrorizing other dimensions for billions of years, and it is not known how long he lived in a flat world, which means that he is from a trillion to a trillion and a half years old. In the Gravity Falls universe, only Axolotl himself is older than him. However, there is still too little about him known. In second place, we have the Canhumilia from Ben 10. The universe of this animated series is full of unimaginably ancient creatures. Professor Paradox has lived in the event horizon for 100,000 years. Maltruan has been collecting himself throughout the existence of the universe, and for the development of only the celestial cub, deities capable of controlling reality, requires at least 10,000 years. However, even all of them exist exclusively within the framework of one of the many universes created by the Canhumilians. They are observers thirsting for interesting spectacles, five-dimensional beings whose true appearance ordinary beings are not destined to see. For countless years, they created and destroyed many different universes, watching the passage of time, for each of them billions of years, even though the Canhumilians are a whole race of creatures, and it is not known for sure whether they are mortal. However, the person specifically shown in the animated series mentioned that they personally saw the existence of many universes, and the reality of Ben is by far the most interesting of them. If our universe is only a little less than 14 billion years, and they have observed hundreds of the same, so they are certainly more than a trillion, it is likely that they have been at least several trillion years. The first place in our top is occupied by Clockwick from the Danny Ghost. The spirit of time that existed, and will always exist at any time at the same time or completely outside its limit. He is able to see different versions of the future in completely different timelines. He lived many options for the future and the past, choosing the best outcome for the universe, living even when time is completely frozen for everyone. Clockwick is at the same time a baby, an adult, and an old man, because time simply has no power over him. He is able to rewind, speed up, stop, or even change it. However, unlike other characters capable of controlling time, he is not just powerful over it. He is not an outside observer. Clockwick is time itself, respectively. He has existed for an eternity, an infinite number of years, which makes him essentially the oldest character of all when or existing cartoons. That's all for me. If you like this videos, then like and subscribe to the channel. If you like this topic, get a lot of likes, and I will make the same videos, but it will contain the oldest people of cartoons. Thank you all for watching. Bye.